Unmuted.
Hello, my name is Isabella Perez, Recreation Leader for the City of Socorro. Thank you for joining today's meeting. Before the meeting begins, we would like to remind our guests to remove all hats and silence all electronic devices. No destructive behavior or outbursts will be tolerated, and violators are subject to ejection and possible prosecution.
Hola, mi nombre es Judy Rodríguez, secretaria de Planificación de la Ciudad de Socorro. Gracias por participar en la reunión de hoy. Antes de que comience la reunión, nos gustaría recordarles a nuestros invitados favor de quitarse los sombreros y silenciar todos los dispositivos electrónicos. No se tolerará ningún comportamiento perturbador ni exabrupto y los infractores estarán sujetos a expulsión y posible procesamiento.
It is 6:01 p.m. This meeting is called to order. Item number 2, Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence led by Socorro High School students. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
We'd like to honor these students, so would you, as I call your name, would you please come forward and receive a certificate of student leadership? Mr. Javier Robles. Adrian Martinez Jr. Would you like to come forward so we can take pictures?
Are we okay?
Yes. Ready? 1, 2. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Item number 3, establishment of quorum.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares,
Here.
Alejandro Garcia,
Here.
Mayor Ivy Avalos,
Here.
Rudy Cruz,
Present.
and Ivan Colombia Lopez.
Here.
Mayor, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Item number 4, public comment.
Mayor, we have one speaker, Miriam Cruz. Ms. Cruz, you have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Ms. Navarro. Last time I left off talking about how in other cities, other agencies that have license plate readers were working with ICE and people in immigrant communities were being affected. I know that ending off at that point, some of you may have thought, well, what do we care? Only U.S. citizens can vote for us. I'm not saying any of you said that. I'm saying that maybe you thought that. Obviously, we're a city of immigrants. We have mixed families, and all of them are constituents of the city of Socorro, no matter their immigration status. And so I do think that they are a group of individuals that are worth thinking about when we're I would say willy-nilly passing or getting technology without furthering investigating or putting into place policies and procedures that delineate or specifically say what that information is going to be used. Last time when I talked about, I said that I had a copy of one of the contracts that DPS requires, and that it states that, you know, you have to share all your information with federal agencies and other agencies. I will say that when I was doing my research, that I also found ordinance by a Texas city that put a limit on what they called a hot list, meaning that only certain crimes or warrants for certain crimes would actually, you know, make a hit, I guess, in these license plate readers, which I think is important to obviously narrow down the focus of people that are that you want to target, or the police chief wants to target. And lastly, I'll say that I know many of you are never happy, well, in city council are never really happy when I get up here and talk. But I appreciate Mayor Avalos for looking at me today. And, you know, I think you always do, but a few of you are not giving me the time or day, and that's okay. I'm used to it. You know, as a constituent, I think I have a right to be here and speak my mind, and I think as my representatives, you are supposed to be listening and paying attention, but that's okay if you don't. The other thing I wanted to mention is that last time I talked about how Representative Garcia talked that, you know, we all have phones and we all have apps, you know, connect to Wi-Fi, everyone knows where you're at. Big Brother is already here.
Ms. Cruz, your time is up.
What you might do is different from what others do. Thank you.
No more speakers, Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. Cruz?
Yeah, at this time, I'd like to make a motion to move items 18 and 19 up on the agenda.
Second.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz,
Aye.
and Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Moving to Mayor and Council, item number 18, discussion and action to approve and support and to develop a sports park DBAT facility that attracts and promotes the baseball, softball community in El Paso County, baseball and softball academies.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Garcia, would you like to introduce?
Yes, this is my item. Let me just read the summary real quick. The presentation will be regarding a possible development of a DBAT franchise training facility here in Socorro. The facility would have both indoor and outdoor facilities, specifically for baseball, softball, including a pro shop. Attached are parking points and video that was sent over. I'm gonna ask our gentleman over here, Mr. Hernandez, to step up, and he'll has a little more information on it.
Good evening. This is Manny Medina. He's a part of the Jesse Hernandez, also a part of DBAT. I'm not sure if you all received the handout. It just has a couple key topics on the economic benefits, the community engagement, the youth development, the social impact, the educational opportunities, and obviously the success that it has brought. So obviously the city of Socorro has had a state championship, and if any of you were around, you guys can attest to the closeness, the collaboration, and just the lingering support and enthusiasm that comes with that. So what this sports facility would bring is kind of that back into this area to not only attract outsiders, but to develop the community as well. So one specific thing is youth development. So youth development being in sports, obviously in life, everything is a team effort. There's very few people that will succeed alone, and acknowledging and learning and being a part of a group in these type of environments, competitive environments, just kind of propels them to, one, be resilient when they go into their adulthood, but also to develop the future for the city of Socorro. There's obviously an impact on the economic side of things. On any given weekend when there is a showcase, a tournament, some kind of sports event, minimum of 900 people travel into that facility. So with the adjacent area, with the adjacent businesses, with the people just in the area, we'll be able to bring those to an area that maybe they have never come across, right? So, like I said, there's numerous things that this facility and this development would provide, but one of the things that's most kind of close to me is the youth development, is being able to impact youth who we know that boredom creates curiosity, and without the proper influence, that can be obviously detour into the wrong direction. So that is something that I find is one of my passions and one of the things that I am most dedicated to, and that is one of the reasons that I see something like this would be very beneficial. I'll pass it to Manny, and he'll have some additional notes.
Thank you, sir. So one of the things that I see and the opportunity that I see for this is I'm involved with softball and baseball. I have 3 kids that played college ball, so I travel, and I know as a parent how much it's costing me and how much I'm spending every time I'm out of town. When you go out of town, you got to stay in a hotel, right? Hopefully that brings some investors to build a hotel here in Socorro. Kids don't want to eat at Sonic. Kids want to eat at that wing place that we don't have in El Paso. I got to go spend $200 there, right? But what it is, it's when you go out of town, when cities attract teams like us, we go spend that money. We have everything in El Paso to attract it. What we don't have are the fields. The field quality that we have throughout the city and the county, no disrespect, they're bad. They're bad. The kids get hurt. There's parking is horrible. There's no seating for the parents. So one of the things that we want to do is we want to make it a family arena. Bring grandma, bring it in, support these kids. The other thing we want to do is we want to, I work with UTEP and EPCC softball. I'm talking to them about getting the requirements that we would need to have an approved NCAA facility so we can bring college tournaments here. We have a lot of kids that go play college in Kansas, go somewhere else because they didn't get an opportunity here, and there's family that never get to see them. They never get to see them. So if we can do one tournament here a year, junior college, Division I, Division II, it don't matter. And now we can recruit those teams to come back. Now we're giving opportunity to grandma, grandpa, uncle, aunts, people that cannot afford to go watch them, to come see them play one more time. The support that brings the kids is amazing. It's amazing. And one of the last things I'll say is, with our facility that we work with now, we let all college kids come back and work out for free. If you're in college and you're active on the roster, you can work out for free. In return, we have them do youth development camps for kids. We don't charge the community, right? This is a lot of times people get away from camps and training because of the fee, right? And they don't want to say they can't afford it or whatever the case may be. So we have these college kids put these camps on once a month, once every 2 months, depending the need. And they talk to the kids, about baseball, softball, but the work that it takes to get there. And when you become a good athlete and you start learning, how to take care of your body, how to eat right, you're going to become a great student. When you become a great student, everything in life's going to open up for you. I tell everybody, I don't care about your record when you're in college, 18 or 19. I care about what you're doing when you're 25. And that's one thing we do push success. And sports is one avenue that opens up all kinds of doors for our kids. And being a Hispanic community, we're heavy, heavy, heavy on baseball. I mean, we should have more for our kids. And this is something when I go to other cities, Carlsbad has an amazing facility out there. And people go there and it gets packed. So when we talk about 900 people coming to a complex, right? We want 500 of those people to be from out of town. We want them to be from out of town. Why? It creates better competition for our kids, but it creates more revenue for the city and the county. And that's, if we can create that, we don't see how we can't get the support. Because it's a proven fact that property values will go up, business, the impact, the economic impact will go up. It's a proven fact. And that's why you have all these cities, somewhere in Phoenix, they just developed a $35 million sports complex for the kids. They just did one in New Brunswick, $36 million by Spalglass, a sports complex. Now, these are people coming in, making money and getting out. We want to be profitable too, but we want to leave an impact with our kids. We want to be able to say that program changed our life. We also do motivational speaking. We'll bring in a successful woman, doesn't matter, as long as you're successful, as long as we come in, you talk to the girls. Talk to the girls about what it takes to be successful as a woman. We bring in a male. He talks to the boys about the mistakes that are out there. We have conversations with our kids through our sports that parents can't have with them because it just can't happen. It's uncomfortable. Kids don't trust. We all know how that goes. So my vision here is to make Socorro the mega of sports, the mega of tradition, the mega of developing kids going out of town. Also, with us, we can bring college coaches here to do camps. I've been very successful with those. I've done them at Eastwood High School, attracted 200 kids. I've done them everywhere. We want to be able to bring college coaches here so they can see the kid they never would have saw because they cannot afford to go spend $4,000 in Dallas. We want to bring that coach here. We want them to see the talent that we have here. We want to see the hardworking, the blue-collar people that we are. And we think our kids need an advocate. And that's who we want to be. We want to be the advocate. Of course, we have Marco Hernandez, who ran a gym called RKU Athletics. One of the kids that just got an award, he recognized him. He used to work out at the gym because we do youth development. Jesse, retired firefighter. He's a partner of ours. A new partner coming on is Jesse Munoz. He's the head coach of America's Baseball. And you know what he's done with that program. So this is a team that we're putting together. And we also work with a gentleman named Johan Garcia. He's in charge of player development for the LA Dodgers. So if you look at some of our DBAT social media, you'll see come October to December, when the baseball offseason, you should see how many professional baseball league players we bring into our facility to work with our community. It's been very impactful. And we're very appreciative of the opportunity to talk to you. I know I'm kind of long-winded. I apologize, I'm just very passionate about this. We're very thankful that you guys are willing to listen to us. We hope to build a partnership with you guys, and we hope to make Socorro the Mecca. We want to make it the Mecca. Because it can start with softball, baseball. But as the proof comes in and the division goes, it can go to soccer. It can go to football. It can go to many different things. Grass is grass. It's what you draw on the grass, right? So I know what this does to communities. I know what it does to players. And I know the outcome might not be championships as far as a trophy, but it'll be a championship in the career of what we did for our youth. I can promise you that. With that, I want to say thank you guys very much for your time. And we hope to speak again. Thank you.
Did you have a question?
No, I just had a comment. There's another item up here in a little bit that we've been working on since 2017, my first term as a city councilman, and it's coming to fruition. And this kind of fell on our laps as well. And we did have a tournament this year. I don't know how many of you did know that Socorro softball had a tournament this year, and we had nothing but great reviews about that because they got to use our ballparks, and it was an 8 and under team, and they were ecstatic that they could go home before midnight because some of these tournaments go to midnight with only one park. So honestly, I think Socorro has had a target on the back since 2009. I think this is a great opportunity for us to open up, and we've had many meetings with many people who actually wanted to start here leagues. We just had another one a couple of weeks ago. So just with that, I want to DBAT and for them for coming in and just making sure that everybody knows that Socorro is a baseball town. It has been for a while. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ms. Villalobos, you have a question?
Oh, there's a video?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can we show it? No, this was a video for Kerrville. I mean, we're not expecting it to be as big as anybody else's, but it'll be right size for Socorro and just take this into consideration. Thank you.
Something similar.
Yeah, something similar.
Mayor, we have a speaker for this item, Miriam Cruz.
Thank you, Ms. Navarro. I want to thank the gentleman that spoke. I didn't really catch anyone's names, but because I don't think that the agenda item clearly explained what we were talking about. I've been playing sports since I was in 3rd grade, so I absolutely, all through high school and college, but I absolutely agree that sports, extracurricular activities keep kids busy, keep them out of trouble, right? All that good stuff. Coaches are awesome. So awesome, but I do have a couple questions because the video was a little confusing. Is it going to be artificial turf or irrigated fields? I think those are two different things. And if it's artificial turf, isn't there like issues nowadays about the health of those? Where exactly is the plan for it to be? Is it actually going to be in Socorro? Is it going to be in the county? Is it going to be in both? How much does it cost to switch back and forth between converting a field from a baseball or softball field into a soccer field or something like that? I know downtown they do it all the time, but I mean, I don't know how much that costs. And how feasible will that be? Because even though we might be obviously a very baseball, town, 2009 WHO champions, awesome. I do think that a lot of the kids do tend to maybe lean a little bit more towards soccer and other sports, potentially. So I wonder what other use that could be, because obviously when tournaments come in, it gets very busy, but when the tournaments leave, there's sort of that lag time. Thank you.
Any other speakers?
No more speakers, Mayor. Ruben Reyes.
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Item number 19, discussion and action to approve Resolution 787 declaring Escontrias STEAM Academy's centennial legacy anniversary in the year 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Cruz, would you like to introduce?
Yes. Thank you, Mayor and Council. I thought it was important that we introduce a resolution for the legacy of the Escontrias family. As you all know, this was a school that was erected in 1924 here in Socorro, Texas. And it's one that was donated by the Escontrias family many, many years ago, so long that the facility was used for educational purposes. If not, the family would have taken that back. It's 2024, and the school still continues to educate the young minds here in our community. It is with that I'd like to introduce to you all Resolution number 787. We'd like to honor the Escontrias family alongside the newly titled Escontrias STEAM Academy. I know we have Principal Mr. Aguirre here as well to be part of the resolution and the honoring of this school and the ceremony. And so at this time, I'll allow for the mayor to go ahead and read that resolution out loud for the people present, the people viewing this via the YouTube channel, and for the entire community of Socorro. This is a very proud moment. I'm very passionate about it. I attended the school. My parents attended that school. My grandparents attended as well. So without further ado, Mayor, if you would do us the honors of reading that resolution.
Thank you. Would anyone from Escondrias please step forward?
The family?
Yeah, everybody that's here today for the reading of the resolution. I'd like to have you come forward. Before I read the resolution, I'd like to go ahead and, as part of City Council, we'd like to give you this token of appreciation of the reading of the Resolution 787. Thank you. Hold that for me, please. Whereas Escondrias STEAM Academy and the City of Socorro City Council declare Escondrias Centennial Legacy Anniversary on the year 2024, and whereas Escondrias School was erected in 1924 in Socorro, Texas, designed in a mission revival style by Trost and Trost, although the school building has been remodeled, it still bears much of the original Trost design elements and is in excellent condition today. And whereas Irma Escondrias Sanchez is the granddaughter of Silverio and Pilar Escondrias, who once owned a working ranch in what is now Hueco Tank State Park, as well as a family farm in Socorro, Texas, that was later donated for the first school in Socorro, Texas, named Escondrias Elementary. And now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and the city council of Socorro that the 100th year anniversary of Escondrias Elementary, the city of Socorro, and the community as a whole would like to recognize the Escondria family legacy. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be spread among the community and minutes of this council, and that a copy suitably engrossed be sent to the family of the late Silverio and Pilar Escondrias, granddaughter Irma Sanchez Escondrias, in testimony of recognition of the city of Socorro. So we'd like to recognize you all for this amazing moment. I'm sure the kids don't know how prestigious and how amazing. I went to school there when I was little too. I'm sure some other members of the council went there as well. And it's still standing to still be there is absolute honor. And of course, we'd like to recognize you with this resolution. Would you like to turn around so we could take some pictures?
Before we take pictures, the city has a bit of news to share with the Escondrias family. In addition, we'd like to present you a token, which is the city logo, by one of our local artists, Andres Gomez. We're gifting it to you as part of your centennial anniversary. In addition, the city has agreed to work with SISD. Thank you to Principal Aguirre. We will be doing a documentary to feature the Escondrias family as part of our National Historic Preservation programming.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank
resolutions? Can we get one? Yes. Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz,
Aye.
and Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Moving on to presentations. Item number 5, proclamation to recognize February 24th as Texas Government Communicators Day.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Our Governor Greg Abbott has bestowed upon us Government Communicators Day. As such, the city is following suit toward the proclamation to join the celebration across the state. Staff has thankfully thanked our mayor for agreeing to put this on the agenda to award February 24th as Government Communicators Day. And we do have a proclamation, if mayor would like to read it.
Proclamation, whereas Governor Greg Abbott has pronounced that the state of Texas shall observe and recognize February 24th, 2024 as Government Communicators Day, the city of Socorro would like to reiterate the same sentiments. Whereas the role of government communications professions is to inform, educate, and engage their communities, and whereas robust communication in government creates trust and inspires residents to take action and be involved. And whereas government communications create relationships and calls to action, build awareness and understanding through storytelling, engage and foster engagement on civic issues, and use all channels to include people in critical decisions. And whereas it is essential to have strong communications in government because it is a foundational element of living in a democracy where citizens have the freedom to make their voices heard. And whereas the city of Socorro is proud and has deep gratitude and recognition for government communicators' professionalism, dedication, hard work, commitment, enthusiasm, and sacrifice. Now, therefore, I, the Mayor, Ivy Avalos of the city of Socorro, do hereby proclaim February 24th, 2024 as Government Communicators Day. In the city of Socorro, encourage all residents to thank the members of the Communications Department who have dedicated their careers to ensure the city of Socorro has effective, impactful, and successful communication strategies that resonate and are relevant.
At this time, we'd like to get a group photo with some of the communications team so we can post on our communication pages, as well as the blow up of the proclamation.
Item number 6, presentation on Socorro Athletic Club, Socorro Development League. Mr. Garcia?
So like I mentioned before, it's been, I guess, it's a great week for baseball fans here in Socorro. We've been working on this since 2017, and we finally have come down and nailed things for our Socorro Athletic League. So we're starting a Socorro Developmental Baseball League. And I want to thank staff for working on this because we've been working a long time. And there's a lot of intricacies that go into starting your own league. And that's the biggest thing that we had to overcome. And like I've told you before, a lot of people have approached us to use our parks, to do what they felt was best. But I think us as our people that we want to make sure we take care of our citizens and our youth. And this is something that is super exciting. And it's something that it's going to propel us into other things. And just like DPAT and just like anybody else, Socorro's getting noticed. And we are going to work this. And I know it's a trial and error, but I want to thank our staff, especially everybody who worked on this. It's just something that we've been working on for so long, and now we are months away from doing it. And just to tell staff, we are looking for volunteer coaches, so we're looking for help for this. And another thing is for naming our districts with the team names. But I'll let Victor do his thing, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Before I get started, I'd like to introduce our wellness coordinator. Some of you may know her, Laura Redondo. She has been tasked with creating several community of life campaigns, initiatives, and events, such as Socorro Sundays, our health fairs, our community vaccination events. So she's now being tasked with operating our developmental league. Both of us come from a background of athletics, and so we thought it would be really cool to kind of explain to y'all what Mr. Garcia's vision was since the inception of his inauguration into council. So the Socorro Athletic Club was created through the COVID funds. There's ARPA dollars. The Socorro Athletic Club is a way for us to offer a variety of extracurricular activities. This one is a fundamental children's softball. It'll be co-ed. That's important to know that it's developmental because we want to continue with the development of understanding the game. It's not meant to be hardcore challenging where there's going to be a huge skill differential. It's meant to be developmental and support the strategies that DBAT just mentioned. So some of the current programs and activities, as I mentioned, that we already do include city marathons, which is happening this Sunday. We also do our color run, which is happening next month, but we also do adult wellness classes and youth programs. So this would be in line in the city's mission and vision, and also the strategic plan that we did set up. The league overview would be, as I mentioned, ages 7 through 10, co-ed. We are looking at a 14 minimum, 12-player minimum per team. We are looking at a 1 coach per team. As Mr. Garcia mentioned, we are looking for volunteers. If anyone both in the audience or online would like to volunteer, we would be happy to have them. They can contact us at the Rio Vista Community Center. We're looking at 2 umpires per game minimum. Part of our strategy would be to work with Socorro High School and their athletic staff, as well as their players, to go ahead and get them involved in the program. We are looking at a 6-week season with a $50 registration fee for Socorro residents, $75 for non-Socorro residents. However, we are looking for sponsorships to offset that $50 for our Socorro residents. As we know, cost can be a challenge. Registration fees and cover your insurance for the games, your umpire dues, equipment and uniform, field maintenance, and postseason party. The timeline would be marketing in March and April. We're going to recruit, we're going to train, we're going to go ahead and promote our program. We know that there's a lot of people that are currently actually excited to become a sponsor. So we're excited to say that Mr. Garcia has been at the forefront of it and getting financial compensation for our players to actually play in our league and our fields. Practices will be at Rio Vista Park. Since we have 3 fields, it's easy way for the kids to get experience and practice in. It would be from 5 p.m. to 6:30. And then we would start games in April and end the season in June. Roles and responsibilities, we have our wellness coordinator who will oversee the administration part of the program. We're gonna also do recruitment, as I mentioned, scheduling and marketing. Field assignments would also happen through the coordinator, and we would work with Parks and Public Works and our police department to make sure that we have as much ample time to get the parks ready. Chief Rojas does come from a softball background. We fully intend to maximize that knowledge to make sure our residents are getting the best service possible. As I mentioned, we do have 1 coach per team, and Socorro High School athletics and volunteers would be our umpires. assistance needed. We are looking, as I mentioned, for volunteers. We are looking to go ahead and get as many people involved as possible. If you want to if you want to ref, if you want to be the scorekeeper, if you want to be Ms. Rodarte's co-coach, because she is going to sign up to be a coach, she has told us. There's space available. Our foreseeable challenges would be city staffing, which is why we're looking for volunteers, and then working with Public Works to just maintain our fields, and then making sure that there are no socioeconomic restrictions for the kids to play. Our achievement would be for everyone to play, to participate in a postseason pizza party, do medals, and then get group photos for the parents, because we do know that everyone loves to show off their kids, so we want to be a part of that. Get a group photo and an individual photo as well. And as we mentioned, this all goes to foster good habits, good character, good roles and responsibility and role models in these programs, so that's really what we're looking for. Liability insurance, we already did go out to the market to go ahead and get an estimate. You are ranging from $50 a child all the way to $1,000 for 6 teams. So we are working with the market to go ahead and get something that would cover under those $50. Our sponsorships include $150 for the sponsor of a game, logo on social media, media marketing, 2 public announcements during the games. However, we also have outfield banners. They did start at $500. However, if you got early access to the program, we would go ahead and work with every company, including our small business and our small business programs with Ms. Valadez, to go ahead and make sure that anyone that would want to contribute can contribute. We did look for outfield billboarding and then also sponsoring the team uniforms, or you can also sponsor the end of season pizza party. Sponsored by Mount Green Myers. Thank you. One more. Please help me. That's not something.
It froze.
Okay. To end this presentation, we have received a lot of feedback from our spring break camp, from our after-school recreation classes, but the parents are looking for something a little bit more fundamental in athletics, so this is a great way to go ahead and introduce that to the community because we haven't had it in over 10 years. So we're super excited to have, number one, a want and also a need, and be able to be in a position to provide that to the public. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have at this time.
Mayor,
Ms. Rodarte?
I just wanted to add that we need to thank Mr. Enrique Cisneros from Cisneros Insurance. He has been a huge advocate for wanting this program and been pushing us and meeting with us until it's coming to fruition. He is one of our sponsors, and he says that he can actually get us the insurance and all of that sponsored. So he's working really hard for the community too. So just wanted to add that.
Any other questions, comments?
Victor, we're still doing the naming of our teams?
So one of the things that Mr. Garcia had a great idea of is creating community input by having them name the actual name of the teams. So for example, if there was a District 1 team, would they be the Moons? If there was a District 2 team, what would that look like? So we want to hear from the community, and we would create a marketing campaign to make sure that it's owned by the community with their ideas and their input.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Reyes?
If somebody wanted to do the sponsorship, do they go directly to you, or where would they go?
Yes, so anyone that's watching or in the audience, if you have questions, you can call us at 915-860-8615, or you can email us at hello@costx.us, and we'll connect you with either myself or Ms. Arredondo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to consent agenda. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ruben Reyes.
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Ivan Colombia Lopez.
Yes.
Regular agenda, public hearing and ordinances. Item number 9, public hearing of an ordinance requested by the Texas Department of Transportation to reduce the speed limit on SH 20 Alameda Avenue from 55 miles per hour to 45 miles per hour within the city of Socorro limits. It is 6:45 p.m. Public hearing is now open.
No speakers, Mayor.
Would anybody like to speak on this item? As there are no speakers, public hearing is now closed at 6:46 PM. Item number 10, second reading and adoption of an ordinance requested by the Texas Department of Transportation to reduce the speed limit on SH 20 Alameda Avenue from 55 miles per hour to 45 miles per hour within the city of Socorro limits.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Lorraine Quimero, City Planner. The Texas Department of Transportation conducted a speed study for Alameda Avenue from South Americas Avenue to San Elizario, and TxDOT is recommending reducing the speed from 55 to 45 miles per hour within the city of Socorro's limits. According to the study, the average speeds, physical roadway improvements, crash history, driveway density, and school zones warrant lowering the speed limit to 45 miles per hour and providing a uniform speed limit through the corridor. TxDOT routinely conducts these types of studies on its roadways to ensure that they are in pace with the ongoing developments, physical improvements to the roadway, increased roadside development, and increase in traffic volumes. These things for the corridor prompted conducting the study and led to TxDOT making this recommendation. With that, staff can answer any questions.
Mr. Reyes?
Just a quick comment. I guess when I read it, I wasn't very excited about lowering the speed limit, but North Loop has a speed limit of 45, so we're not taking a lot of the speed, and it's gonna be for the better of the community and the city. I think it's not going slow. It's a right speed limit.
It's a good, it's the right pace, and it alleviates the going up and down. As you can see from one of the backup items, the speed limit goes up and down across the corridor, and it's better to just for everyone to know that it's a uniform speed limit. Would also be good for increased safety.
Ruben Reyes.
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Human Resource Department, item number 11, discussion and action on approving the job description for transit coordinator.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Carol Candelaria here, HR Director. This item requests the approval for the transit coordinator position. On September 1st, 2022, Council approved the submission of a grant application to the El Paso MPO for fiscal year 2022 and for fiscal year 2023, Section 5310 program to offset the cost of hiring 2 transit coordinators and the procurement of 2 ADA vehicles. On December of 2022, the El Paso MPO awarded the grant. The city received the award notice in October of 2023, and in November of 2023, the city entered into an agreement with the El Paso MPO for the award of the funds. This is a grant-funded position to improve the mobility of seniors and individuals with disabilities by removing barriers to transportation services and expanding transportation services mobility options for the residents of the city of Socorro, Texas. At this time, I will answer any questions, and I do have Ms. Alejandra Valadez if we need any additional information.
Questions?
Just one.
Mr. Cruz?
I'm looking at the salary section in the draft, and I know it's a draft. It states grant funded. It's not coming out of the city budget at this time.
That is
It'll
correct.
be funded through the grant, okay.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ruben Reyes.
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Moving on to Grants Department, item number 12, discussion and action to adopt Resolution 785, authorizing the City of Socorro to submit a grant application to the Office of the Governor's fiscal year 2023 Operation Stone Garden OPSG to fund overtime for officers supporting the border initiative. There is no match requirement for this grant.
Motion to approve.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. Alejandra Valadez, City Development Director. We're requesting your approval to submit a grant application for the FY 2023 Operation Stone Garden to fund overtime for the police department. The Socorro Police Department does participate in Operation Stone Garden every year and has done so since 2015. There is no match requirement for this grant application, but a resolution is required by the Office of the Governors to be included with the application.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Item number 13, discussion and action to ratify a letter of support for the Mission Trail Alliance application for technical assistance from the National Park Services Rivers, Trails, and Conservation Assistance, RDCA program.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. We are requesting your approval for a letter of support to be provided to the Mission Trail Alliance. This is a collaborative effort of various entities that represent the Mission Trail. Mr. Rudy Cruz is the chairman of the Mission Trail Alliance, and it's a good group of various entities, including the City of El Paso, the City of San Elizario, TxDOT, and all of the different entities that have an impact on the Mission Trail. This application is going to request some technical assistance from the National Park Services Rivers, Trails, and Conservation Assistance Program to do some planning activities for the Mission Trail in order to promote the cultural heritage of the trail and some of our natural areas, such as Rio Bosque. There is no match or financial commitment from the City of Socorro. And if you have any questions, let us know.
Questions?
Ruben Reyes.
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Item number 14, discussion and action to ratify a letter of support for Project Vida's expansion of the Micro Enterprise Technical Assistance Program, MTAP grant application for El Paso County and unincorporated areas of El Paso County, Texas.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. We're requesting your approval to ratify this letter of support for Project Vida's Micro Enterprise Technical Assistance Program. If you recall, Project Vida is one of the City of Socorro's project partners at the EG Chayo Apodaca Community Center. They do provide technical assistance and services to micro businesses and small businesses at Chayo Apodaca. They are there every Monday and Wednesday, and they have a lot of programs and expertise that they can provide businesses that do come in. So they've been working with the community of Socorro, and they are one of our partners. This project will allow them to expand the services available to small businesses. There is no financial commitment from the City of Socorro other than to express our support for the expansion of that program.
Questions?
Ruben Reyes.
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Item number 15, discussion and action to approve construction contract change order number 6 for the Passmore Shared Use Path Project, CSJ 0924-06-604 under contract number 22-07-01 with Hewitt Zollers, Inc. in the amount of $1,628 pending concurrence from TxDOT.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. We are requesting your approval for change order number 6 for the Passmore Shared Use Path. If you recall, during our last city council meeting, we did have a discussion to approve change orders 1 through 4 for this project. And we discussed the time delay with the irrigation seasons for the Passmore Shared Use Path project. This change order addresses some of those missed quantities that were needed in order to make the project move forward. It does add $1,628 to the project. And we do have Mr. Roxanne Medina, who is the project manager with Hewitt Solars here, if you have any specific or technical questions regarding this request.
Questions?
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Iván Colón Villalobos.
Yes.
Item number 16, discussion and action to approve Resolution 786, authorizing the submission of 3 grant applications to the U.S. Department of Transportation's US.FY 2024 Rebuilding American Infrastructure with Sustainability and Equity Raise Grant Program for the following projects: Rio Vista Road Complete Streets Project, Moon Road Complete Streets Project, and 4D Tigua Spur Paso del Norte Trail Planning and Design Project. There is no match requirement for these grant applications.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. We are requesting your approval for the submission of 3 grant applications to the FY24 RAISE program. The 3 projects that we are proposing have been documented in our local planning documents as priorities for the Socorro community. The 3 projects are the Rio Vista Road Complete Streets Project, the Moon Road Complete Streets Project, and the 4D Tigua Spur Paso del Norte Trail segment. These 3 projects, the focus of these projects is to address some of the lack of sidewalks, alternative transportation infrastructure, such as bikeways, trails, and also to address ADA accessibility in our roadways. Another very important need that these projects fulfill is creating connections to our historic Mission Trail that our residents can enjoy, and also heritage tourism visitors. In your backup, you do have the presentation that we provided to the El Paso Metropolitan Planning Organization. 2 of these projects are already in the MPO documents and have been identified as a priority for the region, including the 4D Paso Norte Trail and the Rio Vista project. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer as best as possible.
Questions?
Ruben Reyes.
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Iván Colón Villalobos.
Yes.
Moving on to Recreation Department, item number 17, discussion and action to approve the request of $5,000 for the National Historic Landmark Unveiling event to be held on May 11th, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm super excited to let you know that the National Park Service has already moved on making the plaque for the Rio Vista's National Historic designation. As such, members of not only the federal government, but the state government and the local government have heard the news and have been very interested in attending an event. The National Park Service did let us know that they plan on unveiling the plaque to us on Saturday, May the 11th. Since then, our partners, Latinos in Heritage Conservation, have heard from other reps telling them that they are interested in coming down, including Congressman Tony Cardenas from Arizona, Congressman Joaquin Castro out of San Antonio, Senator Alex Padilla out of California, Congressman Henry Cuellar out of Texas in Laredo, Congressman Gabe Vasquez, and the ranking member of the Natural Resource Committee out of Arizona, Mr. Grijalva. So it's really exciting to see that our news has gone all over the country and that people want to come here to see the unveiling of the event. So as such, we are working with our state local designation. Congresswoman Veronica Escobar's office has been meeting with us to set up details, and so this is just a formal request to approve the $5,000 to help us with chairs, tables, utilities, to go ahead and invite the public to the event and provide them some provisions.
questions?
And of course, council will be there.
Ruben Reyes.
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Mayor and council, item number 20, discussion and action to provide a letter of support for the El Paso Center of Children's FY25 application for the Fatherhood Educating Fathers for Empowering Children Tomorrow Effect program.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Mr. Cruz?
Thank you, Mayor and Council. After Sunday's fun-filled event that I experienced, I was very pleased to remember that I had placed this item a week ahead of time, and it couldn't come at a better time. And I wanted to just solidify that the high levels of father figure involvement is correlated with high levels of sociability, confidence, and self-control in children. Children who are involved with their fathers are less likely to act out in school or engage in risky behaviors during their adolescent years. The program here is a 5-year grant funded by the state program. And what it does is allows for the fathers or male caregivers and children to develop a relationship through parenting skills through the Nurturing Fathers curriculum. It's a 13-week training course designed to teach parenting and nurturing skills to men. Each course is 2.5 hours. Again, this is implemented in schools, Head Start churches, state DSS, prisons, halfway houses, and it helps to prevent child abuse. It assists parenting and counseling centers as well as the military community. And the curriculum will also be available in Spanish. Although it is a grant opportunity for the surrounding areas, it will have a positive impact for our fathers here in the city of Socorro who are willing or interested in the program. All this is the request for a letter of support. Thank you.
Any questions?
Ruben Reyes.
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Mr. Martinez, do we have anything for 21, 22, or 23?
No, ma'am.
Motion to delete 21, 22, and 23?
Second.
Ruben Reyes.
Yes.
Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Ruben Reyes. Cesar Nevares.
Yes.
Alejandro Garcia.
Aye.
Rudy Cruz.
Aye.
And Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Meeting adjourns at 7:04 PM.